In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into Wavetable. Now, Wavetable is the newest instrument from Live. It came out in version 10, and it's a pretty comprehensive synthesizer. What I'm going to do is close up my browser and expand the Wavetable interface by clicking this black triangle. And we can see all the modules included in Wavetable. So the first main module is Oscillator 1. And if I record on the track here, you can hear the Oscillator 1 defaults to a sine wave. And if I want, I can have a triangle wave, a sawtooth wave, or a square wave in this basic wave collection. And I can move between those wave types to get like hybrid waves. And that's basically what a wavetable does. It starts with one wave, it ends with another wave, and it has many waves in between, and you can morph between those at will. Now there are menus of wavetables in Oscillator 1, including collection, complex, distortion, filter, formant, harmonics, etc. And you can kind of get an idea for what will be included in each one. For instance, retro will be a set of wavetables used in older instruments or in older generations of synthesizers. Now, within each category, there's a whole menu of presets. So let's try sweep pulse in the retro category. And if we assign the amplitude envelope to modulate the wavetable position, we'll get an interesting sound here. Now, Wavetable also has a second oscillator that you can use in conjunction with the first oscillator. And it has the same menus of presets. You can use these gain controls to balance the oscillators. Let's adjust the position of oscillator 2 with the amplitude envelope, but this time I'm going to go -100. And raise this up. Maybe we want to adjust the wavetable positions with an LFO instead. And we'll slow that down. Now, each oscillator also has the ability to be panned. So if I click on that C and drag one to the left and one to the right, now they're panned out to the sides. As you can see, there are three envelopes. There's an amplitude envelope, envelope 2, and envelope 3. There are also two LFOs, LFO 1 and LFO 2. These are all assignable to any parameter via the modulation matrix that I showed you in the previous videos. There's also a MIDI modulation matrix here with these green headings, and those are assigned to your MIDI controls on a MIDI controller. For instance, pitch bend or the modulation wheel. And we're going to cover MIDI modulation in a future video. Wavetable also has two built-in filters, and by default, filter 1 is on, and it's set to be a low-pass filter. We can adjust the frequency, and now we have a nice low-pass filter. We can add resonance, which basically increases the gain around the filter frequency, and it gives this kind of nice buzzy sound. Now I can enable filter 2 by clicking on the relevant square there, and I can adjust it independently. You can adjust the shape of each filter by clicking on the menu here and choosing between low pass, high pass, band reject, and this sort of hybrid low pass, band pass filter. You can also turn the filters off if you don't want to use them. In addition to the two main oscillators, Wavetable also comes with a sub-oscillator. This is designed to give your sound extra heft and weight by applying a low sine wave to the signal. You can choose for it to be at key, down 1 octave, or down 2 octaves. You can adjust the tone of the sine wave and the volume of the sine wave with these controls. It does add quite a lot of weight to the sound.